Everyone deserves to feel safe enough to be their true selves, to be brave enough to let life get messy because you're following what's pulling your heart, to recognize that your resilience and resourcefulness makes trusting yourself the best decision that you can make. I used to expect disappointment before I actually had a reason to be disappointed. Even for little things like silly family game nights, it used to be hard for me to believe that I can come out on top for once instead of falling somewhere in the middle on the scoreboard. With every fiber of my being, I wanted to believe that I could be a leader, I could be a CEO, I could be an actress, or a business owner, whoever I wanted to be at different points of my life, but subconsciously, I never believed that I could do it. And this goes for other areas of my life as well, not just career. But now I'm doing the work. I'm doing everything I can to help myself from letting my memories or other people tell me what I should be doing or who I should be. I'm expanding past my limiting beliefs little by little every single day and improving my subconscious self-worth baseline by cultivating very intentional self-love habits. Mustering up the energy for basic self-care is probably the most difficult thing to do when you need it the most. Whenever I let my hair get too greasy, the energy in my body become too stagnant, or let Izzy's furry tumbleweeds cover the floor, my confidence dips and I feel blocked from getting into my flow state. My first self-love habit is integrating basic self-care into my routines. Every 3 days I wash my hair. I follow a workout routine that I find challenging but fun. That is the key. I love the YouTuber Anna and being part of Team Grow. I drink about 120 ounces of water every single day, or at least I try to. I put on deodorant after I finish my morning skincare routine. I start Roomba every single morning, and sometimes I have him go even twice a day when Izzy's shedding like crazy. And I pick up the apartment before going to bed at night. Just taking care of my home and my basic needs creates this space for me to feel like I am open and safe to be in a more receiving energy. It increases the amount of creative ideas I get in a day, and it helps me to get into my deep work sessions a lot easier. The second self-love habit is creating a silent alarm that goes off 3 times every day with the label asking, "What do you really need right now?" This gentle reminder has helped stop me mid-scrolling sessions where I'm picking myself apart, comparing myself to others. It's helped me get up from my desk to eat or drink water when I can't seem to peel myself away from my work, even though I'm starving or feeling dehydrated. This little and amazing silent alarm can really help you reinforce the habits that you need to improve your self-esteem and to keep the promises that you've made to yourself so that you can strengthen the trust that you have in yourself. Learn from your envy. Envy can be your greatest teacher if you allow it to be. It can show you what you still need to heal. It can remind you of memories from your childhood or any time in your past that made you feel unworthy of success, love, or acceptance. That way you can work on healing the energy that is attached to those memories. Whenever I have envious feelings or thoughts come up, I write them down and I journal about them in my notes app or in my journal that's dedicated to this practice so that I can dig deeper into why they are triggering me and go through the process of peeling back the layers of my limiting beliefs so I can shed them. A self-love habit that has been so magical for improving the trust and confidence that I have in myself is planning monthly solo dates. I haven't been doing this for very long, so I still get pretty anxious when I think about doing things by myself, but I know each time that I take myself on a date and I push myself out of my comfort zone, I show my subconscious mind that I am capable of being independent and self-reliant, which is huge for increasing your self-worth baseline. Take yourself to go see that movie you've been wanting to see. Go on a scenic drive and jam out to your favorite songs. Or take yourself on a little picnic to read that book that you've been wanting to dive into when the weather is nice. And while you're there, don't rush. Take as much time as you need and as many breaths as you need to relax and fully immerse yourself into the present moment. And it's just dedicating a couple of hours out of your day to show yourself that you can provide everything that you need to have fun, and you don't need someone else around to have a positive experience. You can simply find peace in doing things alone. The next self-love habit that's helping me realize my worth is more of a self-worth journal and meditation ritual or process that I've been doing every single day lately. I have a dedicated journal for my inner child and shadow work, and every single night before going to bed, I'll write a 2-part journal entry. I first start by free writing about a childhood memory, a shadow, or a trigger that I simply feel pulled to work through. Then I finish the entry by writing about what I deserve in relation to that shadow, memory, or trigger. For example, I'm a manifesting generator and a Scorpio rising, and I've always felt ashamed and frustrated with myself for not sticking to one thing to the very end. I tend to pivot my focus a lot and feel pulled to try many different things, and sometimes I struggle with finishing what I start. So I'll journal about those experiences, how I felt when I was changing my interests, how other people made me feel about changing my mind and focus, and basically write down as much detail as I can about it. Then I write about what I deserve. I deserve to follow my impulses and new interests because I'm learning so much from trying things out, and there's no shame in it. I deserve to fully accept who I am. I deserve to feel safe to express my true self while exploring all of my different interests, and so on. And then I build that energy of worthiness and deservingness up to a point where it feels like it's beaming from my heart. And then the second part of this ritual takes place in the morning during meditation. I go through a shadow work meditation that aligns to the journal entry I wrote before going to bed. During meditation, I enter a theta state and guide myself to unlock the formative memories where I felt unsafe following my impulses, intuition, and desires. Memories where I felt feelings of low self-worth and shame. Then I create space to let all of the feelings that surround those memories to come to the surface. I sit with them for however long I need to, and then I work on transforming the energy that is attached to those memories. I forgive myself. I recognize that the person or the messaging that I picked up on that hurt me only did it because they are struggling with their own misconstrued perception of self-worth. I find empathy for them, but step into an empowered state of realizing that I did nothing wrong, and it's not my responsibility to make them feel better about themselves. I'm a people pleaser. I really struggle with setting boundaries, so I need to reinforce to my subconscious that I am worthy of having boundaries. When I feel fully integrated with feeling as though I'm enough exactly the way I am, I close out the meditation by thanking my younger self for doing this work and thanking the memory for giving me so much strength. So my last video was all about overcoming insecurities, envy, and jealousy. And I shared that my biggest insecurity is the state of my skin. I struggle with acne, I have a really dry skin, it gets flaky, and for most of my life, I've let it devalue me as a woman. The next self-love habit that has been helping me realize that I'm worthy regardless of the state of my skin is mirror work. Now for me, I found that only repeating positive affirmations to myself and switching negative thoughts to positive ones in a conscious state doesn't work unless I'm combining it with deeper work, which is my self-worth journaling and meditation ritual, and then also taking action in a way that breaks through old patterning formed from my blocks. So while I'm doing my skincare routine, Before mirror work, I look deeply into my eyes. I focus on opening up my heart space and building up the feeling of self-love by repeating affirmations that support the block that I'm healing. Some of my favorites are, I am more than enough. I deserve to take up space exactly the way I am. I have the strength and permission to uphold my boundaries. Thank you for showing up for your dreams in spite of your fears. You are incredible. The goal is not to pretend that everything is perfect, but finding acceptance with where you are right now and knowing that you're putting in the work to build the dream life that you have for yourself. Just recently, I believe like a couple weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, I decided to stop using filters on Instagram stories. I'll still do the fun ones like the black and white, but nothing that changes the way that my face looks. I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. Using those filters really hurt me and the way that I saw myself. So I'm not saying that if you're using filters, you're a bad person or that you should stop using them. If you don't find that they are changing the way that you look at yourself and that you're starting to see yourself in a negative light because of them, more power to you. Keep using them if you just like the colors. But for me, it was really affecting my confidence and it was causing me to spiral into a lot of self-loathing around my facial features and the way that I look naturally. My greatest love and passion in this life is creating videos. But comparison and wanting to be liked by others has been an ever-present driving force in my life, and posting videos online can be a bit challenging because of that. Since coming back to YouTube and Instagram after my short break, I've noticed myself connecting my worth to my analytics again. I would refresh my view count on my newly posted Reels and YouTube videos every 5 minutes, and the result would either validate the excitement and love that I felt for the piece of content that I created before posting it, or it would make me second think my storytelling, filming, and editing style. To help myself feel safe and like my unique creative ideas are enough exactly as they come to me and my choice in how I express them, I've completely cut myself off from looking at my analytics dashboard in YouTube. And I've committed to not refreshing my view counts on my Reels that I post. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Those are all of my self-love habits that are helping me realize my worth. I hope you got some beautiful ideas out of them. If you like this video, it would mean the absolute world to me if you could tap the like button down below. Feel free to subscribe if you feel called to, and share this video with someone that you feel would find it helpful. I seriously can't wait to spend more time with you in the next video. Bye!